It is fitting that a late 19th century doctor's office preserved today on the grounds of the Lewes Historical Society was built by David Hall. Hall, who lived from 1831 to 1905, was deeply immersed in medical culture. His grandfather Joseph, Father Henry, and later his only child William were all physicians. Hall constructed the Greek Revival building that housed his practice in 1852, shortly after getting his degree from Pennsylvania Medical School. For nearly half a century, he could be found on Savannah Road across from 2nd Street in Lewes. Dr. Hall, a highly esteemed physician, was appointed by the governor as one of the 7 founding members of Delaware's State Board of Health in 1879. He later served as the president of the Delaware State Medical Society in 1881, and by 1898, the Morning News hailed him as, quote, one of the most popular physicians of this state. Dr. Hall was deeply embedded in the Lewes community beyond his medical commitments. He served for 7 years as president of the local Board of Education, starting in 1875. He was for many years a ruling elder at Lewes Presbyterian Church. The Delaware Pilot had high words of praise for David Hall toward the end of his long career. Quote, Dr. Hall has given the years of his youth, manhood, and mature age to the alleviation of the ills of his fellowmen. In the beginning, he set for himself a high standard of professional ethics and has never swerved from it. He is modest, unassuming, untiring, and gentle, but a strong man. Honor, truth, and sincerity have been the controlling principles of his words and acts, and he has endeared himself to all by a loyalty of that kind that is not only swift to answer in time of need, but generous in toleration of the frailties of others." End quote. David Hall sold his building in 1900, but continued to be in such demand that he made house calls right up until the day he died. In January 1905, Wilmington's Evening Journal reported that, quote, "Despite being over 70, Dr. Hall tends to his practice, having recently seen 50 patients in a single day." End quote. His unwavering commitment endeared him to the community, who placed their utmost trust in his abilities. Ultimately, the rigorous schedule proved too much for the elderly Dr. Hall, who passed away just 2 weeks later. However, he achieved his desire to die in harness, as he put it, never believing in retirement and remaining devoted to his work until the end.